You've heard it right, Project Ultimate is in development, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Literally less than a month after its release, modders had their hands on the game files of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. While yes, Ultimate has added a plethora of movement options not found in Smash 4, naturally modders are working on packing even more melee-inspired tech skill into the new title, tentatively being called Project Ultimate. This mod sounds exactly like what it is, modifying Smash Ultimate into a newer game similar to the way Project M was a modified version of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Let's go over what we know so far. First mentioning of this was just a few days ago on January 4th. Nix the Shield on Twitter uploaded footage of Donkey Kong performing incredibly quick aerials with seemingly no landing lag, and mentioned that they were modifying short and full hop landing lag variables. This tweet was also the first we heard the term Project Ultimate. The video was all of 55 seconds, but you could already see this change modifying gameplay to make things much quicker. This was a good proof of concept. Basically, we saw that in such short time, values in the game were already being changed and ideas started to be formed. While Nix mentioned that they had received help in getting this entire process of hacking the game set up, it seems that they are the only one currently working on development. The hype for Project Ultimate didn't end there, however, as Nix uploaded a new video less than 5 hours later, this time featuring Falco on Battlefield. This video was a more proper proof of concept for both a melee wave dash and reduced landing lag mod for Smash Ultimate. This short 50-second clip showed movement with Falco around Battlefield with incredibly quick aerials and platform wave landing movement that was certainly smoother than Ultimate in its current state. It didn't quite appear to be like Melee or Project M yet, but it was getting close. I think it's important to note that earlier versions of Project M felt similar and a little off until they were able to successfully recode the landing detection in the game, as it had drastically changed from Melee into Brawl. There were other differences here in this new Ultimate wave dashing that are unlike Melee still, such as the inability to slide off of ledges while wave dashing. Essentially, this new mod is only modifying the lag variables on air dodge landing and isn't changing much else of the game code yet. As for the aerial landing lag, Nix mentioned shortly later that they changed the landing lag to a flat 6 frames across the board to see it with a more standardized feel like Smash 64, where Z canceling essentially eliminated all aerial lag. Nix posted one more short clip of Snake later that night, showing a little more movement with wave dashing and a neat C4 combo. Nix refrained from posting any new clips on progress until a few days later on January 7th with a tweet that said, "To think we were literally one integer change away from this kind of movement. Hashtag Project Ultimate." All future videos of their modifications at this point use the new hashtag, and it seems like this is the name being chosen for the project. It's about what people expected, but most importantly, it gets the point across. It's a Project M style mod for Smash Ultimate. This tweet displayed 41 seconds of super crisp movement with Diddy Kong around Battlefield, the kind of movement that starts to open up tons of options and is really looking to be more similar to Melee. While Ultimate does indeed feature directional air dodging, the lag with it forces it to be a more defensive option rather than use an offensive approaches and movement. Later that night, more Snake footage. Reminder that this would be entirely possible on vanilla Ultimate without the air dodge landing. Had heavy PM flashbacks when recording this, hashtag Project Ultimate. That wasn't it for this day, as just a couple hours later into the early morning hours of January 8th, Nix took things a step further, streaming themselves modifying the game. Not just playing it, but actively modifying it live on stream and trying out new modifications. Nix's goal here was to fix dash dancing, and proclaimed a little under 4 hours later that they had achieved it. Project Ultimate now had reduced aerial landing lag, reduced air dodge landing lag for proper wave dash movements, and now dash dancing. Nix specifically had this to say on Twitter. Right now, the code is just basic parameter editing and padding files with hex editing. Down the road, we will be able to modify the engine properly. My plan is to go for a PM kind of mod for Ultimate. The next night on January 8th, Nix fired up their stream again for another 4-hour session, this time planning to fix shield stop and hit stun. 4 hours again later on Twitter, Nix proclaimed that hit stun was fixed. The feature list of Project Ultimate was growing larger and larger. One further clip since then was posted, showcasing how the CPU opponents in Ultimate are designed to recognize hit stun and combo off of it appropriately. Even with these changes, the AI was now performing death combos. It was at this point that the project was gathering a lot of eyes on it. many finding that Nix's work was disrespectful to the developers of Ultimate, and many excited to see that work similar to Project M could live on. Many also seem cautious due to the nature and progression of Project M, and it happening to another project. As for their own thoughts on Project Ultimate, Nix had the following to say: "Except the original work is never changed. It's more akin of somebody making a cover or remix of another track and releasing it, and that's funny because I do that for a living." When questioned on the legality of Project Ultimate, Nix seemed a bit more aggressive here and commented in a series of tweets. "I am on working on the project alone, and I on Chile, so f you Ninty, try to get me. No, but for reals, I am on the process of making a LLC, just in case. And if the project is attributed to the LLC, any damage will fall into the LLC. Worst case, Nintendo does take legal action over the LLC, lose the starting capital, and that's it. No repercussions from me." This is Nix's personal take on this and doesn't seem to be the source of any official legal advice as far as I know. I'm personally unsure on the topic, but it seems that Nix is full steam ahead on continuing Project Ultimate. I'm a huge fan of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate so far, though I am interested in seeing the progress of this mod, both as a fan of Smash and as an aspiring game designer. Ultimately, I want what's best for the community, and I'll leave it at that. Despite everything, all eyes are on Nix here to see how they handle the future of this project. Project M took off to be a tremendous success, and there's no denying the initial traction that Smash 4 mod 4XM had, and we'll see if Project Ultimate will follow suit. If you would like to find out more on Project Ultimate, you can find Nix on Twitter at NixTheShield, and their Twitch stream at twitch.tv/NixTheShield_official. This is Chia from Clash Tournaments here, proud to bring you some of the latest developments from the competitive Smash Bros. Scene, and I'm right there with all of you eagerly awaiting what's next to come. As a reminder, you can catch our weekly tournaments by Bros Calamity, streamed on twitch.tv/ClashTournaments on Tuesday and Friday nights, with uploads here on YouTube just about every day. What are your thoughts on Project Ultimate? Do you think it looks exciting, or do you think the legal gray area of this sort of project spells doom and is destined to be shut down before it ever takes off? What changes would you like to see from Ultimate? Leave a comment below and let's talk about it. Be sure to subscribe here on YouTube to Clash Tournaments and ring the bell for notifications on all my videos. It's almost time for Piranha Plant to come out, so I'm excited to see how some of the early Ultimate competitive play will shake up with a new character so soon. Until next time, Smash fans, thanks for watching.